Well, we gave the boy a really short leash so he can't get too far. Then we strung the female off to the other side of the cage, roll cage here. So they can't, you don't want them to get crossed up with each other, if you know what I mean. Like I said, I have never taken two dogs, but you got to have it set up right for them so it can be done. I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit and just see how comfortable they feel. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. She's gonna lay pretty much on top of me, the front of her body. And then Bucky, he'll stay on that side. And they have their drinking water here. And we've got the whole shebang. The only problem is, that's all I need to do is shift into high gear like that. We've got to open up the cattle gate over here, so we got the motorcycle locked up, dirt bike. It's a pretty nice day. I've got a sweater and a rain jacket. Taking it nice and slow and easy. I can live with this. The boy there, he's kind of stuck standing up, but he'll sit down eventually. Shouldn't be too bad. Stay. Stay. There was a trick getting everything fucking set up, man. When you go through, you gotta close it. The boy's gonna hit. There you go. The boy finally sat down. That's the way it has to be. Stay. That's the way it has to be. They'll iron out their positions as time goes on. This is a potential spot, but for camping, but man, you will be hammered. Stay. Just the way I designed it. Buck. Cooker, that's where you go. Good girl. You know, I was trying to analyze if I could come down this chute right here with my Tesla. Not without scraping the fucking bottom tray of the battery, I don't think. Right here's not too bad. The tires are so low profile on the Tesla that's what makes it scary. You know, a rock could climb up alongside the tire and you could have some issues. Problem we had yesterday is we did not download music on our Spotify accounts. So we don't have any music now until we get in a area that's got some 4G, 5G coverage. Then we can download a couple of play sets and we'll be able to listen to them. Straight is the shortest distance in the water, but we want to take the scenic route. beautiful day in paradise without doing some grizz hunting here. I got 2 grizz trackers with me. So we're going to look for some fresh grizz track. Not to do any shooting, just to do some photography shooting. These 2 dogs here are bona fide grizz trackers. Their favorite grizz is a grizz sow with 2 cubs, or 3. Ah, boys. Oh, we got a little bit of washout here on this road. They need to take the blade out here and do some blade work. Good to see some puddles out here. They've had some rain. The lake is very low, very dry. They've used it all up for the cattle and irrigation, I guess. A lot of normally this lake is beautiful, but appears to be a lot of algae growing in it. Well, I tell you what, man, you ain't gonna do any fishing on this end of the lake, that's for sure. That's pretty dried up, yes. And a lot of algae on this end. This is August. I'm sure the water level was pretty good in the end of May. I don't know, maybe they had a dry winter too. Deer right there crossing the as soon as I pass, that mule deer bolts back up into the cover. Service truck. I don't think they're U.S. Forest Service trucks. I don't think they can enforce the off-road decal. But they may call the park ranger and say, hey, there's a guy out here, you doesn't have the sticker on the back, and he'll come out here and hook me up. But I do have it on my phone. I made the purchase yesterday. I made sure that I had it on both phones. So I may not have it on my rig, but I do have it in the mail. Does that make sense, gentlemen? Going to go anywhere too tricky today. Well, I don't think we are anyways. Yeah, this lake is dried out pretty bad. They probably had a dry winter too, so okay, guys, stay. Hey. Yeah, she's coming in her cycle, this guy. At least he don't mate anymore. Come on. Stay. It's another beautiful day in paradise. And this is where we're going to put our water, guys. I'm such a genius. Should be fine back here. Especially when they stayed here when they're empty. When they're full, they'll really stay here. So I'm feeling real good about that. Like I said, there's a fountain right here. We're gonna go fill these beasts up. You okay right there? Stop. 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 Just another day in the life and times. I'm going to fill up 5 gallons here of nice fresh spring water. This would be basically, it can be drinking water, or we'll certainly do our dishes with it, of course. I've got plenty of water. Stay! Round it out, fuck. I don't think I have the bug dope with me. You boys, I'll put a rifle slug through you or catch you fucking around. We may not have to get any more water, not with the river there. You'll have plenty of water to do your dishes if you want to right there at the campsite without going to the river creek. Okay, we got that. We're good. Water shut off. We'll have we may have too much water here. I could give this dogs drinking water. But they don't want any cows inside of there. Cows would love to go in there and just shit and shangle it. We don't need that shit. Now, do we, guys? Think I'd carry all five, I mean. 3 in one arm. Nailed it. Now the dogs are gonna have some serious drinking water, dishwater. We got the river there though too. Scoot. Scoot. Okay, they stayed there when they were empty. They will definitely stay here when they're full. They ain't going anywhere. But we'll certainly tie a snake through them. They're not going anywhere, but if I could use up just a touch more of that shit. I think that'll do it. Not likely that they'll go anywhere. I've never put water there before, of course. I've always had room to carry it inside the rig, but with 2 dogs now, it gets to be a little bit more, shall we say, complicated. But like I said, I was actually going to go drop those jugs of water off, but nothing's going to happen to them. They're going to be just fine and Jim dandy handy in there. Okay, we're going to get rocking from here. Okay, this gallon of water goes right there. These boys have nice, fresh spring water. Now this old boy here, he can't go very far. And he's never jumped out of the rig, but you certainly don't wanna. You wanna close the window net, just so it makes it harder. You know, I always watch them real close. And there's holes in the bottom of these rigs. That chain could sift down to one of those holes and start dragging. Next thing you know, you lost your train. So She didn't want to go in at first. Okay, let's make sure we pick up our stuff. It takes me a little while to get the water, so I figure, what the fuck, let's let the dogs have a little bit of fun too. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, guys? All right. Oh, maybe we got some internet here. I kind of doubt it, but we can certainly check. We're gonna go for a little ride. Starts getting a little hot here. Let's say we got both our leashes picked up. See right here, there's a switch that turns on the overhead light, and they can step on that and turn it on, but not with that steel plate there. Good boy, good girl, good girl. All right, here, let's get this up, cut down on that heat. We got plenty of water now, and we can always take another ride down here if we have to. But with the river and 5 gallons of water, we really don't have to come back down here. We've got a compressor with us. I did want to check the inflation on the. Boy, get your hand out that water. Get it off of there. Water bowl up tight against the anti-intrusion bar, and that way the dog, he wants to put his paws up there, so he needs to have it for for his balance periodically. behind you, 2 riders, 3 riders behind you. This means you got no riders behind you.